I took it upon myself to teach a kid not to be rude to his mom, and I went about it the best and worst way possible at once. There's nothing I hate more in this world than bratty and entitled kids, and so when I was at Target and saw this little 5-year-old kid making his mother cry, I decided it was time to put my vigilante cap on. I knew what I was going to do, and it wasn't going to be pretty. I turned to my friend, licked my lips with excitement, and leaned in to whisper in his ear, "It's time. Watch and learn." I sauntered over to this kid's aisle where he was calling his mom an idiot for not buying him a G.I. Joe vehicle. She responded to him, "I bought that one for you last week and you broke it by throwing it down the stairs." The kid yelled back, "Shut up! I need it!" The mother then gave him a defeated look. "I don't have enough money right now. See? You are an idiot. Make more money!" He yelled at her again. I started inching closer when out of nowhere he shouted at his mom, "F you! I hate you!" She started tearing up and turned her back to him. As soon as she did this, the kid, instead of turning around and apologizing, got on his hands and knees and started ripping open the package to take the toy out of the box. That's when I knew it was showtime. I positioned my back towards him and started squatting down. I bent down to reach for one of the toys on the lower shelf, and at this point, my butt was inches away from his head. I was so close that from a distance it looked like I was about to sit on him, and then, right as I was about to do it, the kid sat up and noticed my triple XL butt an inch from his sniffer. He then looked up at me, and I turned my head around to make direct eye contact. I glanced over in the mother's direction, who still had her back turned. I relished in this moment, and then just like a Beyblade, I let it rip. For those who haven't figured it out yet, this whole time I had planned on farting on him to teach him a lesson, and everything, including the Taco Bell I had earlier, had just culminated into this sweet moment. The initial blast of my fart was mighty and boisterous. I swear I saw his hair blowing back. The fart could have probably blown over an empty soda can, and the smell that followed was so pungent that a man in a coma would have woken up just to plug his nose. Just like that, in a split second, the fart manifested from a joyous, dry air horn squeal to a nefarious, hissing gas of doom. I think the little kid noticed the metamorphosis before I even did, because he cranked his neck like a 90 in a futile attempt to get away from the personified evil being fumigated into his soul. When I finished with my business, there was a silent, pregnant pause. The only sound was this kid dry heaving, and his face showed that he had just been taught the lesson, "Ish ain't sweet." I then swiftly stood up to walk away, but then, the unexpected fallout occurred. His mom asked, "What's that smell?" She turned around and walked up to him to ask what's wrong, but the kid can't speak. All he gets out is, "Bow wah 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 fart, bow wah wah." I was just about to successfully leave, but that's when the kid pointed at me shouting, "He farted on me!" I felt my heart stop, as visions of having to explain this one to a judge started spinning in my head. The mom then yelled at me, "Excuse me, sir!" I turn around. "Me? Yes, you. Did you just fart on my son?" I weighed my options in my head and decided to play dumb. "What? I mean, I did fart. On my son? Well, I mean, technically speaking, what is on? Why did you fart on my son?" At this point, I knew it was raps, so I decided to just show my hand. I turned my attention to the little kid and stared at him, because the whole store could hear him being nasty to his mother and making her cry, so I thought I'd come over here and teach him manners. The mom looks at me, then her son and the scattered G.I. Joe box on the floor. The mom was puzzled as to what to do and says to me, Just go." That was all I needed. I turned around and booked it outside as fast as I can. My friend was by this point right out front waiting for me. As soon as I got it, asks me, "Do you do that a lot?" Not that much. Like once a month or so."